The town stood silent, forgotten. The wind whistled through broken windows. Empty streets stretched out under a watchful grey sky. This was Hush Hollow, a place time had left behind. No one had come to Hush Hollow in years, no one who lived anyway. The town was held by secrets, by whispers of what had been, and by those who were never able to leave. The Thompson family drove in on a sunny afternoon. John, the father, smiled at his wife, Mary. In the back, 10-year-old Billy and 8-year-old Sally bounced excitedly. They had searched for the perfect small town. Hush Hollow, with its affordable houses and peaceful atmosphere, seemed ideal. The first few days were idyllic. The silence was peaceful, the air clean. John set up his home office. Mary explored the town. Billy and Sally, free to roam, thought they had found paradise. But paradise often held hidden truths. Mary noticed it first. A strange smell in the air, like rotting fruit, but stronger. She noticed the food spoiled too quickly. Milk curdled overnight. John, busy with work, dismissed her concerns. Then Mary saw the townspeople, or rather she didn't see them. They moved like shadows. She'd catch glimpses, faces pale and gaunt, staring at her with empty eyes. Mary tried to tell John, but he only saw her growing anxiety. He didn't see the truth that lurked beneath the surface of Hush Hollow. The realization hit John like a physical blow. He had been working late. His brother Tom and his family had decided to surprise them. They arrived to find the house dark, the air thick with that awful smell. Tom called out. He heard movement inside. Suddenly the door swung open. John stood there, a smile on his face. But there was something wrong. John's skin was pale, almost translucent. His eyes were vacant. He looked through Tom, not at him. Tom stepped back in horror. Sally and Billy stood behind John. They were smiling too, but their smiles were grotesque, empty. John gestured to the dining table, laden with food. But the food was rotten. Maggots crawled in the casserole. Tom stammered, unable to speak. He grabbed his wife and children, backing away. John seemed not to notice. He continued smiling, his eyes fixed on nothing. Tom bundled his terrified family into the car and sped away. He didn't look back. Section 6. The Vanishing. The call came on a Tuesday. Sheriff Davis listened, his brow furrowed. Another family vanished. The Thompsons, new to Hush Hollow, gone without a trace. Disappeared seemed a better word. Their car was still there, parked neatly in the driveway. No signs of struggle, no forced entry. Just an empty house. Hush Hollow had claimed another family. The town had a way of doing that. Section 7. Unanswered questions. Days turned into weeks. The investigation yielded nothing. No leads, no witnesses. The Thompsons had simply vanished. Sheriff Davis stared at the case files, a chill crawling up his spine. 30 years ago, a similar incident, a bus full of tourists passing through Hush Hollow, never seen again. The case remained unsolved. Was there a connection? Section 8. The Silence of the Dead. Driven by a hunch, Sheriff Davis returned to Hush Hollow. He parked his car and walked into the eerie silence. The wind whispered through the empty streets, carrying a faint, sweet scent, the smell of decay. He reached the town square and stopped. In the center of the square, a sinkhole had opened up. Peering down, he saw them, skeletons, hundreds of them. The missing tourists, the townspeople who had disappeared over the years. And the Thompsons, all trapped in death as they had been in life. Section 9. Eternal Guardians. The Thompsons were never truly alive in Hush Hollow. Not in the way they had been before. They were echoes, shadows of their former selves. bound to the town, forever frozen in time. They watched as other lost souls stumbled into Hush Hollow. They offered comfort, guidance. They helped them cross over to the other side, a final act of kindness in a town that knew no mercy. The Thompsons were gone, but in Hush Hollow they would be forever remembered, or perhaps forever forgotten. Please like and subscribe.